Hello and welcome to RPR Rapid Pixel Racing GP1 No Assist. I am your host DXD Hobo and we are here in the lovely sunny Monaco for the Monaco Grand Prix. Thank you, Rob, who just told me that there is a sort of dry weekend, which is brilliant. We don't want to see any rain here in Monaco, ruin our spirits. It's very good. I'm liking it. Happy, happy, happy. Let's make sure the chat box is actually on and operational. Let's just have a little check in the chat. If I can put hi, see if it comes up. There we go, all working. Hi, Mrs. Carl. Thank you, Rob. Let's get on the way. So, who we got out first on the track? It looks like it's going to be Jack, who's already got ahead of Hudzojo. Put all this lovely stuff on, and there we go. So, before we get into all this, let's go through the current standings as of last race, which was the Netherlands Grand Prix, starting with your Drivers' Championships. So here we go. As you can see, Jack is now finally top of the table, leading the way with 271.5 points. Moreland is closely behind with 267. Johnny Stokes is in third with 262, so very tight at the top at the moment. Avi is in fourth with 181. We have DXT James Howe in 5th with 90. Scotty Harris is in 6th with 87. We have Robson Racer in 7th with 63. Speedy is in 8th with 59. Likalala is in 9th with 55.5. Mr. McDutchface is in 10th with 42 points. Erez is in 11th with 36.5. Chubb is in 12th with 31. In tied 13th is Almighty Evan and GGC with 17. In tied 15th is Mr. Carl and El Stefano with 10. 17th is Algidifa with 9 points. 18th is Neles with 6. Hudzojo in 19th with 3. And Booker Bronco is still yet to score with 0 points. What it does to your drivers, your constructors. Johnny Stokes and Scotty are still leading the way in the Alfa Romeo with 349 points. McLaren are in second with 306.5. In third is the Mercedes boys with 296. Ferrari are in fourth with 217.5. In the fifth place we have the Alpine we have with 134 points. Red Bull are in 6th with 115. Haas are in 7th with 106.5. Williams are in 8th with 82. 9th is the Aston Martin team with 29 points. And last but not least is the Alpha Tauri team with 27 points down in 10th. And here we go, just in time now to see Jack's lap. So we'll go on board with Jack now and we'll see his lap. Oh, never mind. A 110.4, great time from Jack to start us off. Our Dojo 115.3. Looks very shiny on the track today, is it? Hopefully there's no rain about. Maybe still freshly tarmacked. Jump on board with your third place sitter of Johnny Stokes as he goes round swimming pool now. Very, very tight track this as he does the tricky section there. Final corner, GT's retired. He's crashed into the first corner, and Rob. Oh my god, I can't talk. Johnny Stokes crosses the line in second, right behind Jack with a 111.4. Avi 111.2 goes up in the second and knocks Johnny down. Where is Mr. Moreland? He's going around simple as well. How was a 9 validation? That was a way off the track there. Manages to keep that car going. Last corner now. DRS open. What's he going to set? Is he going to be top? It looks like it could be, or nearly. A 111.666. Robert is in 5th now, 114.2. We have Super Bounty, that's our reserve driver, who's set at 115.1. Good time from him. Who else we got on board? Who we got on board with? Erez now. He goes to the tricky hairpin here. So lovely stuff there. The slowest corner in the F1 calendar. Through the tunnel. Doesn't reach 8th gear though, but into the Nouvelle chicane. Very close to clipping that wall. And Jack's leaving. Jack's gone a 110.4. We know about that, so that's the time to beat at the moment. 110.4. It is very close to the top at the moment, though. Oh, there's a wing there for. Oh, big wing for Erez coming off. He's going to carry on going. He's going to cross the line, get his time under the belt. But doesn't bode well for the race. He's already breaking wings. It's only going to be short quali here as well because we've only got 14 drivers. And Erez goes 5th with a 113.4. Who else we got on board? El Sfado 150 is a 115.3. Chubb, we're jumping with Chubb now on the approach to Nouvelle Chicane. Lovely stuff there. As he approaches now, goes round Tabak on the approach now of the swimming pool. Lovely stuff now. On to Raskas. There's an abandoned Aston Martin there of Hadzojo who's DNF'd, and Chubb decides to peel into the pits. So we're on board with Ali Difa as he comes round the Raskas. As he comes round the swimming pool. And let's see what he can do. Hopefully we get no heroics into Devo. Santavo. Here we go. Santavo now on the approach. Bit twitchy on the entry there, but does quite well up the hill. As he comes round on the approach to the casino. Will it be a chips away day for Ali Difa? Lovely stuff there, and on towards the hairpin, the most famous corner in F1 history probably. This amazing hairpin into first gear, extremely slow round, and it goes round now on the approach to the tunnel. For those who don't know, anyone's interested, you know what the name of that particular hairpin? Do let me know. I do know what it is. Obviously, I'm just testing some knowledge of the F1 fans out there. LED for now going through swimming pool very nicely. Doesn't clip too much of the apex there, so it could cost him a few tenths. Oh, very deep there into Raskas. So that's not going to help his time whatsoever. DRS wide open now on the home stretch. And he crosses the line, and it's going to be only 10th with 116.4. We knew it wasn't the cleanest of laps, so we'll see if he can go around again and better himself. Frenzy setting a lap today, so it's strange to see Frenzy actually out on an out lap. Normally doesn't really set out laps, so we'll stay on board. Well, we'll have a look around in a bit. Avi's invalidated his lap, so he won't be setting one at the moment. Jump on board with Johnny as he goes around Raskas. This will be to start his lap. So we're doing on board now with Johnny Stokes on the approach of this Andavo. Lovely break in there, kisses the apex beautifully and up the hill. Very narrow track this, very difficult to overtake, so it's all about qualifying today. As he goes round and through Casino, again kissing the apexes, he's brushing the walls. And round onto the something hairpin, there you go. Come on, guys, give me the answers to that. I know the answer. I've got it in front of me. Through Portier now, and onto the tunnel. Full throttle now is the fastest part of the track here into 7th. I don't think he's going to go into 8th. Barely hitting 170 miles an hour through the Nouvelle Chicane. Again, beautifully kissing the apexes there, not losing any time under braking. And again onto swimming pool. Setting a pole at the 2 for himself there, so he's definitely improving. He's got a bit of traffic ahead of him now, so hopefully it doesn't get in his way. Seems to be a Ferrari, probably of Avi. But he might get a little toe down the home straight as he goes round Raskas and through the final straight now for the last time. And he does set a 111.222. A 111.222. You're right, Vader. Welcome to the stream, pal. That's a great time. Oh, never mind. Moylan just smashed it. A 111.105, which puts him up into 2nd place. Still a bit way off from Jack, but there is still time to be had. Frenzy is back in the pits, and I'm not sure if he's going to come out again. This could be a retirement for Frenzy. Looks like he has come into the pits to retire. On board with Chubb once again. So Chubb now through the Nouvelle Chicane. So Vader, question for the group: do you know what the hairpin is called? What's the official name of the hairpin? Let's see if you know. without looking out. Through swimming pool now. Lovely stuff as he goes onto the famous Raskas. Very tight there. We see a lot of drivers clipping the inside there, which causes a massive log jam, which always opens up the debate of ghosting off, ghosting on, ghosting off. Big debate with a lot of leagues. And there he goes. Chubb goes a 112.226. The hairpin. There's only one hairpin. The most famous hairpin. We'll stay on board with Chubb so you can see it as you go round Casino. Yeah, so this track does open up the debate of, oh, should ghosting be on, should ghosting be off? But personally, in my opinion, ghosting, it should always be off. No ghosting should be allowed. We're trying to be more realistic. And this is the chicane here. What is this chicane called? Does anyone know? Is it Bob? It is not the Mirabeau. You've looked up the wrong corner. The wrong corner you've looked up there. Close, but no cigar. It is not Bob. It's not Marabou. It is not which one either. Jack has come back out to set another lap. So where is Jack at the moment? He is currently on his lap now, as he goes through this no name at the moment. No named hairpin. Should be renamed you. See you next Tuesday. That's another effing wing god. It is this. It almost needs like a pivot, that corner. It's like ridiculous. Oh, a bit of a heavy kiss there on the apex of Nouvelle, on the exit of Nouvelle for Jack. So it could hamper his time, but according to his timing boards, not so much. Again, a kiss in the wall. Very, very brave driving here from Jack. But this is why he's now leading the championship. No, it's not the Luez Bend. Again, wrong corner name. Luez Bend is further down. Well, the Lewis Chiron is further down. The Fairmount. No, not the Fairmount. Seems to be getting a bit closer. Getting a bit closer. Jack with 109.8. That just basically shows you what he's capable of. Frenzy's back out again. It's weird seeing Frenzy coming out and actually setting laps. It's very strange. On board with Dutch Face now as he goes round the famous, or the whole thing's famous, but the swimming pool. Oh, again deep into Raskas and a kick out as well. So he's going to be straight into the pits to try and get new tyres for another attempt. I'll give you guys another guess each. I know you're out on you're getting ready for your laps and stuff, so I will jump aboard in Moylan's as he approaches this unknown corner name. The thing is, I think you're gonna be very disappointed. To be honest, you're gonna be very disappointed with the corner name. I won't lie to you. There we go. On to the Nouvelle chicane. Got a Alpha Tauri ahead of him, which I believe is Al Nidifa. Hope he doesn't get in his way, but as he goes through swimming pool. Lovely stuff. Now on to Raskas. Keeps it on track. Don't forget these guys are racing with no traction control, no ERS. No traction control, no DR. No, more than that. No ABS, that's the word. And also with no racing line. More than not going fast enough. I think he did back out of his lap. He's going to try go again. Him saying that, I bet it's something like hotel or... Yes, you're actually... I'll give you that, Vader. Oh, no, he's out. Moylan's out. Moylan has crashed. He's hit Casino and he has crashed. He's going to be heading straight into that casino to gamble his days away. Oh, here we go. Let Rob's Google something. Lewis hairpin isn't called Lewis, but it is. So basically, the actual name of the hairpin, according to Wikipedia, is the Grand Hotel hairpin. It's, yeah, so basically, whoever owns the hotel at the time, it's called the Grand Hotel Hairpin. It's the Grand Hotel Hairpin. That's what it's labelled on on as Wikipedia. The Grand Hotel. I can't see a hotel being very grand, to be honest. It looks very basic, but yeah, apparently it's the Grand Hotel Hairpin. So Moreland being out of session, he's going to be starting no further forward than third, unless obviously there's penalties involved. Jack is going to retire from the pits as well, so he was confident like a 109.8 is not beaten. Yeah, it literally is called the Grand Hotel Hairpin. So then it's why you weren't far off when you said the Fairmount, because the Fairmount is a hotel, and I think it was called at one point. So it was called the Fairmount Hairpin, and I said, like Rob said, it's called the Lewis Hairpin, but it changes based on whoever's owning the hotel, essentially. So yeah, so like he says, the Grand Hairpin, the Sun Casino, the Fairmount. But yeah, it's the Grand Hotel Hairpin. It's what it's known as on Wikipedia, anyway. So whoever owns the hotel owns the hairpin. Which I'm pretty much on board. So Dutch Face isn't going to be able to settle up now. He's run out of time unless he can get out now. But it doesn't give him much time to go around to set a lap. Avi is on his out lap now, so we'll see what he can do. Frenzy has now retired. So Frenzy had a couple of attempts and decided to give up. Elstefan is potentially going to be doing the highest qualifying in a while, in 11th. Unless he can try and beat it as he goes round Nouvelle. Ahead of him is Avi, so we'll jump on board with Avi as he goes round Raskas. Avi is like he's pulled out of his lap. He's going to try and go again as he's now opened his DRS, turned on his DRS, and he crosses the line to start his lap. But he did improve to a 110.8 apparently. But as I said, it went down somehow. Probably just a graphic from the last lap he did, but I don't know. But there we go. So Johnny gives a big kick out and he just piles into the pits. Where is El Stefano? He's involved in his laps. He's going into the pits as well. Ali Difa is going round the Portier through tunnel. The Woolies. Yeah, so if you bought the hotel, you could call it the Woolly Hotel. What are we saying to the Vader co-coms? I can't actually co-coms at the moment in this setup because I can't actually. The way that my setup is done for this, I am. Unless you use Discord, essentially, you could join Discord and then we can do it that way. That's the only way I can get you to do the comms because I can't do it for PS5 because I'm not actually in a PS5 party. I'm just literally talking over a capture card, essentially. So there waves the flag for quali. The only car on track at the moment is Erez, but he's peeled into the pits. So that will be the end of short quali, and we're going to go straight into a race. So there we go. I might make the chat a bit smaller because it seems a bit large there. There we go. Let's be covering most of the screen. I don't really want to be covering most of the screen. I like to have a little chat going, but make it a tad smaller. I won't be able to see who fucks. That's the problem. This is the problem. Like I said, we have a bit of an issue. We'll have to work it out, Vader, and we'll get you in another time because yeah, I can only do it through Discord because even like the chat cable I got that Rob's got, and it does mine's too short because my Streamlabs my Elgato capture card is where my TV is and where the racing rig is, so I can't even reach it. I'm on my desk, so it's a bit too far away. But anyway, here's your quality standings and your start for the race. Jack we leading from the front. In first place, second place we have Avi, third is Moylands, Johnny is in fourth, Chubb is in fifth, sixth is Erez, seventh is Super Bounty, eighth is Ali Difa, ninth will be Rob, 10th is Hudsojo, El Stefano in 11th, 12th is GDC. Yeah. My Dutch face in 13th and 14th place was Frenzy. We will get you in, I promise. Yeah, give Moylan some hassle. Give me some inside information as well. Let's just put this in the middle as well, because that doesn't seem to be in the middle. That's too much in the middle. Not that middle. Wrong middle. There we go. So now we're waiting for the drivers to select their strategies, their tyres, and the fuel. Obviously, safety cars around here are very rare, even though it is Monaco. I think the game doesn't normally bring out a safety car. I think due to like the narrowness of the track, because the safety car obviously is programmed to follow a certain line. So if there's a car in the way, it's just going to plough through it. Essentially, there won't possibly be a safety car around here. So there's always a risk to turn safety car, to turn on like low fuel mode and that kind of stuff. But here we go on to my favourite part, which is the immersive formation lap. We'll turn on telemetries and we'll see tyre choices. So, interestingly, most people choosing the medium tyres. That's a Jack, Avi, Chubb, Erez, Spounty, Ali Difa, Hadzoja, El Stefano, and GTC. There are different strat runners. Are Moyland on the hards, Johnny's on the hards, Rob is on the hards, and Friends is on the hards. And strangely enough, my Dutch face has chosen the softs. So very strange. So there is a safety car. It's Rob. Well, at the moment, the safety car is being lapped by 8 cars, so needs to move on to get to the front. This is what it's pretty difficult, because Jack's been on the faster tyre compared Jack and Avi compared to Moyland and Johnny, but for Chubb and Erez and everyone behind, Rob, not Rob, sorry, even Rob actually, because them being on the slower tyre, it could cause a bit of a train, but it'll be very difficult for them to, so Moyland and Johnny have got the pace to stay ahead, even on them hard tyres. Rob and Hadzoja, again, I think Rob's got the pace to stay ahead of Hadzoja and El Stefano. But this track is all about survival. It's not about really who's in the front, because at any point you can DNF and be out of the race. It's about making it to the end. What is the betting on drivers finishing? How many drivers reckon are going to finish? I reckon we're going to be into single digits and possibly only 7 drivers finishing. I reckon half the grid will go. Mrs. Carl's been very quiet today. A bit strange why we should be so quiet. So there's your pit stop strategies: medium to hard or soft, medium. So it all depends on what strategy you chose at the beginning. If you chose a hard strat or a soft strat with the tyre choices. A couple of disqualifications already. 5 drivers for Speedy from the States. Rob's going to win from Mrs. Carl. There she is. Not cheering on Moreland anymore. She's given up. Here we go, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go here in Monaco very quickly. And it's a great start for Moyland. He's already on the back of Jack and approaching, but he's been boxed in a bit by Avi. Avi's on really wide though into the Sandovo, and it's caused him to lose a couple of places, and he's already down into 4th with Moyland up into 2nd, Johnny into 3rd. That's a great start from the hard runners there as they go round to the casino now. Frenzy's already made a place up as well. GTC looks like he's had a bit of trouble. He's on all the way at the back already, so I'm not sure what's happened there. But we are going through the slowest part of the track now into the Grand Hotel hairpin, the Fairmount hairpin, the Holiday Inn hairpin, whatever you want to call it. That is the hairpin there. Jack's already got a gap of 1.1 seconds to Moyland, but Moyland is also nearly clearing Johnny Stokes. But Johnny is still hanging on to the DRS when it activates in 3 laps time. So far, everyone seems to be got away quite cleanly there. There's a couple of battles on track already. I'm trying to see. It's too early to call at the moment, and it's very difficult to overtake. It's going to be very hard for me to try and catch and overtake, but I will try my very best to see if I can get coverage all over the track. Moreland, there you go, he's broken the DRS. The yellow flags are waving already. Who has crashed? It is Hadzoja who's gone round. Has he got damage? I can't tell. It looks like he's got no wing. Yes, he has no wing already. So that's our first casualty. He will carry on though. There's still plenty of time left in this race. There's 39 laps, and that was lap 2. So Jack already 2 seconds clear of Moyland. Moyland, the gap actually closed up a little bit between him and Johnny. Johnny's put our pressure on a little bit, used a bit of the DRS and reeled in Moyland to get back in that DRS. Avi right now is probably a bit frustrated with himself sitting behind these drivers on the faster tyre. So it's in a bit of a long day, I think, for Avi. And Monaco did what he needed to do. He got ahead of Avi before the first corner, and also kept ahead. And also Johnny did very well there to get ahead of Avi, don't making the mistake into the first corner running deep. The Dutch face is on the back, already made up a couple of places in 11th, and he's chasing down Moylan's teammate of Stefano as they go around the Nouvelle chicane. He's not able to get the run at the moment to make any inroads to get into that last point position. But like I said, it's a long way to go, and his tyres will be a lot faster than El Stefano on the mediums. Jackson fastest lap with 1:13.1. Rob is my new best friend as he is in GP3. He said neither could be our teammate. How did neither get on actually? I didn't get to watch it. I fell asleep because I had a long day. Oh, it's your team at Mrs. Carl. Oh, there we go. So there you go. There's your overtake. There's the first overtake there for my Dutch. Well, say second overtake. My Dutch face has got past El Stefano and he's in 10th on those soft tyres. Evening cons, welcome to the stream. You're watching GP1 Monaco. I'm going to jump back on board with the battle for seconds. Jack is gone now, 3.1 seconds clear. He's gaining a second a lap every single lap. He lasted 2 laps? No, he didn't. Don't tell me he lasted 2. He did joke that he was going to last like 1 or 2 laps, but did he actually last 2 laps? Oh, that's gutting. I would race on Sundays, but Sundays is like my family days. Like my grandparents come over and they have a big old meal. Also, I was working Sundays, so by the time I got home, I was knackered. It wasn't a great day at work either. Oh, a bit of a kick out there for Johnny, and he's going to be under pressure now from Avi as he's lost the arrest to Moyland. Avi now on the approach, but he can't get the traction down quick enough, and he can't get momentum enough before the first corner, and they have to brake. Yeah, I think Nevo's a bit out of practice. He's been out for a few months now. Has hand oil changed again after the update? I don't believe so. I don't believe it has changed. I think the update was for like cosmetic stuff. It wasn't massive that I've noticed anyway. Frenzy get the first penalty of the session. 3 seconds there for multiple warnings. I don't know how you can get multiple warnings around this track considering it's all walls, but there you go. Frenzy is all over the back of El Stefano though, trying to make his hards work. At the moment, he's on a good strat, but he is getting held up a little bit by El Stefano. Moylan completely broken away now from Johnny Stokes, 1.6 seconds the gap. So we'll jump to look at the fight now with Avi and Johnny as they go around swimming pool. Ferrari versus the Alfa Romeo. Both Ferrari engines, both Italiano. But we'll see with DRS and a bit of overtake as well. Can he make the move? And he can't. Johnny gets a great launch out of that last corner every single time, and Avi can't be doing anything to respond. On Frenzy, still over the back of there. Gaps are open up a little bit. Super Bounty is behind Erez. We'll have a little Super Bounty on his first debut race. He's already out of overtake. Another DXD Matty, I think, loves to use the overtake button. But there we go, and the approach now to the Grand Hotel Hairpin. Oh, bit of a kick there from Super Bounty, and it's gonna cause him to lose a place. No, it won't. Good, well defended there from Super Bounty from Ali D for his attack. Speaking of AlphaTauri, where the hell was Mr. Carl at, Mrs. Carl? Why did he racing in Monaco? There's a highlight of everyone's calendar. Everyone can't wait for Monaco. So jump board with Avi, see how he's getting on with his battle for third place with Johnny. Johnny's still losing the rear everywhere, and he's now running low on the RS. So he's having to push a little bit to keep ahead of Avi. So Avi on the sorry, medium tyres with Johnny on the hards, and in Avi's doing much better in terms of ERS as well. He's working till 10 tonight. That's a shame. So you got the house alone, home alone. Shout out to Hugo. He's a sexy beast. He definitely is. Yeah, you doing, Hugo? Welcome to the stream, pal. You're watching a bit of F1 streaming. By the way, your pal never sent me. Well, I don't even send it to HR, but he never sent a CV over to me. We have a spinner. Looks like it is Super Bounty. He's gone wide and he's used the runoff effectively, but it has been dropped down into 10th place. Has he got damage? Doesn't look like he has. Oh, there you go. He's having a bit of a struggle. Yeah, have a little check if he did or not. So I'm not sure if he did, because I've not been sent anything anyway. So Frenzy is still stuck behind El Stefano as they go through the tunnel now. Is Frenzy going to make a move into Nouvelle Chicane? He has a little think about it, but El Stefano's late on the brakes and stays ahead. There is the masking about it. Apparently, it has occurring. What? Apparently, it has occurring to TRL Limitless. Oh, bit deep on there from Frenzy. Nearly rear-ended the back of El Stefano there, and GGC is also all over the back of this little battle for 11th, the wooden spoon. In a bit, mate. Take care. So we're still on board with this little battle here. We'll jump on board with the Dutch Face. He's on the back of Rob. Again, on the softer tyres. There's tyres will be starting to fall off now, whereas Rob's hards will be starting to be in their prime and ready to make some moves. This track will probably be very difficult on tyre wear because it's very narrow, very bendy. It's not very quick, but it's the turning, constant turning. But Rob is doing very well, sitting up in 8th place at the moment. Hazojo's back in the pits. Is that a new wing again? It looks like it could be. Oh, it's retirement for Hazojo. It was a new wing and he has been lapped as well. So he's going to call it a day. Avi is still stuck behind Johnny Stokes there, as Frenzy has finally got past El Stefano into Nouvelle, and about to kick out, and El Stefano's going to come back at him. They're going side by side. Oh, he's got to give way there. And El Stefano, with that defence, has lost Frenzy 2 places. So great defence there from El Stefano. Very aggressive, but very fair. Saw the opportunistic moment where Frenzy just couldn't get on the power quick enough. And he had a bit of a fishtail moment. And again, another fishtail moment there for Frenzy. He's having a bit of issues with his traction control, but El Stefano manages defended well from him, and also caused him to lose the place. And he's now back in 13th. So, not very well for Frenzy. He has got a fuel warning light up as well. I wonder if he's under-fueled, expected for a safety car. I wonder. So far, 8 laps in, only 1 driver's retired that was in the pits. Moyland is not losing that much ground anymore to Jack. The second lap has kind of stopped now. He's still got quite a huge chunk to make up, but he's in a good place sitting in second on his hard tyres. But Avi's still stuck behind Johnny, and I would imagine Avi would have to pit fairly soon for a new set of tyres. Those tyres won't be feeling great at the moment. Trying to see who else we've got on board. Frenzy is back on the back of the back. He has regained the back of the pack of El Stefano and GGC, as Bounty is in the pits. Is that for a new wing? We'll stay on board and have a look at that. He will lose a place to the 3 that'll be behind it, El Stefano, GGC and Frenzy. It looks like it is a new wing and soft tyres on the Haas. So there we go. So elevates El Stefano and this little battle to now battle for 1 point rather than the wooden spoon. A lot of pressure on El Stefano at the moment, but he's doing very well as they go up the hill. Frenzy all over the back of GTC and pushing him round on the approach of the casino corner. So this battle would really help out El Stefano as another retirement, and it is... Oh, it's Bounty. Has he crashed out the pits? Yeah, he has. Lost it out of the pits. He's done his wheel. There you go. Lost the wheel there. Just a yellow flag. No safety car. Johnny has pitted though. Early pit stop for Johnny. Is it a new wing? Yeah, it's a new wing. He's clipped the wall. Johnny's clipped the walls. He's had to put on a medium tyre. That's going to really compromise his strategy for the race, and it elevates Avi up into 3rd. And Johnny has to go all the way down into 6th place. He'll come out ahead of Ali Difa in 7th. But on a different strat now, probably go for medium if he's got the tyres to allow him to do so. El Stefano manages to gap GGC and Frenzy while they battled it out, so he's safe. Well, I'm about to say safely out of DRS, but he's just made a bit of a mistake there. That could have just helped GGC get back into DRS. But no, I didn't know it didn't. Must just avoided the detection point there. That is the problem. Made one mistake and you're again being attacked from the rear. So literally the only battle we got on track now is this fight for 10th place. GDC, Frenzy and El Stefano. We have got Erez quite close to Chubbs. It's 1.8 seconds the gap between those two drivers. And also, it's good to note that the gap between Moylan and Jack is starting to come down now. Only slightly, but it's starting to come down a little bit at a time. So it could be the point where these mediums are going to start falling off and the hards come into their own a little bit. Dutchface lost all of his time now to Rob, so them 9-lap-old softs can't be doing much good for him. As El Stefano's got to take the escape road a little bit there, and it's going to cause GDC to go alongside, but not able to make the move done. Now, was that leaving the track and gaining an advantage by keeping the position? It looked like it could be. GDC could have an argument there of El Stefano not making the corner, and it caused him to keep the position. No, it's not going to be a safety car in this race. There's never normally a safety car in this race, but it seems like some drivers have underfueled. Like, because GGC is on a red fuel light. Frenzy's now gone. El Stefano's on a red as well. GDC's gone deep into the Sandovo, and it's caused Frenzy to go past. So Frenzy now back past again. GDC did the exact same thing that GDC did on the laps previously, which allowed him to lose the position. And El Stefano getting close to the wall there. I hope he didn't do no damage. They got very close and wide through Casino. Also with a red fuel light as well. So how many drivers did put less fuel in? Only Divas put less fuel in. Oh, Chubb's in the pits. Chubb's pitted now. First one from medium tyres. Doesn't look like it's wing damage. Oh, it is wing damage. Wing damage again for Chubb. So that's going to knock him down a little bit. Yeah, so pit windows open for Jack. As you can see, the little garage. Sorry, not open for Jack. It's closed for Jack at the moment while Chubb is getting a new wing. GDC's picked up a penalty there, 3 seconds. So it gives El Stefano a bit of breathing room again, because they are, for the 3-second penalty, if he can stay ahead of him, you know, it does help him in the battle for the points. Dutchface is in the pits as well. He's come in from his set of softs, and he's now put on a set of fresh hards. Will mean that he will be potentially behind. No, he's got out ahead. He's got out ahead of Jack, and just about ahead of the fight between Frenzy, GDC, and El Stefano. As El Stefano's pitted. So El Stefano has come into the pits. Does he have a new wing, or is this his time to pit? Not too sure there. We'll have a little look in the race settings, and it was for a... Oh, okay, maybe not. Can I see race director, please? Thank you. Was that for a new wing? It was a front wing for El Stefano. That's a big shame for him. He was doing really well. I'm not sure if he could have stayed out and just tried to keep out and keep going. Johnny into the pits. Again. He's hit the wall again. So it's another set of medium tyres for Johnny and another new wing. But they haven't changed the wing. Oh no, what's happened here? It's a howler for the Alfa Romeo team. If he has hit the wall, that has cost him potentially the race and any points he was going to get, because he's about to get overtaken by Chubb as Chubb comes down the home straight now. If he had got wing damage and they're not changed it, I'm not too sure what's happened there. But Johnny on his fresh set of mediums, potentially with wing damage as well. Alright, let's jump on board with Rob. He is on the back of Ali Adifa. Rob is on the harder tyres, Ali Adifa on the 12-lap-old mediums. So they're going to start falling off now. So looks like Rob is in a good place at the moment to gain a lot of positions up. Well, he's a few anyway, but it looks like Moylan's lost a lot of ground to Jack. 6.6 seconds the gap. Has he got damage, or is it just a bit of a mistake from Moylan's? Not too sure. Not too sure. Erez is into the pits now. Johnny's got a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. And they get a new wing. It is a new wing for Erez as well. So all these drivers are coming in for new wings all the time. So it does elevate Ali Difa to 4th and Rob into 5th. With Rob's now got DRS as well on Ali Difa as he go up the hill. Charles managed to jump. Erez into the pits. Johnny is now back into the pits, hopefully to do that wing again. It's retirement for Johnny. Looks like it was a wing. He needed to be changed. Obviously, without that wing being changed, it's cost him many points. So he will be out of this session. Unfortunately, we are now down to 11 drivers. Hopefully, it doesn't get in anyone's way as he comes out of the pits. It doesn't look like he will though, so it's all good, all well and good. Where will Johnny's car come out though? It's come out of the pits. Where's it going to stop? Yeah, Johnny's not had a good day. It's just stopped on the hill. Else, if you're listening, be very careful. The Johnny Stokes car's like stopped on track. So be very careful. It's gone now. You're clear. You're all good. You're all good. Okay, so back on board with the battle for fourth. The only battle we've got on track at the moment is between Ali Defa and Rob. Ali Defa on the old mediums. Rob on the same age hards, but obviously they're in a much better position. 15 laps gone in the race, and look at this. Rob is all over the back of Ali Defa, not able to make the move down. Would he go try for a little dive into Casino? Not able to there. Ali Defa with 60% ERS, Rob with exactly the same amount. So it's a battle purely on tyre grip as Ali Defa goes wide there, but Rob kind of follows him into it. Onto the Grand Hotel hairpin. It's just waiting for Rob's just waiting for a mistake really, or he's just got to be brave with a move into Nouvelle. But we'll see what Ali Defa does. Is he going to defend with any ERS here? It doesn't look like he is. Rob's not attacking with it anything though. So Rob's maybe going to wait for DRS, but that's probably the most place where Ali Defa's going to use his DRS, so ERS to attack. He's basically pushing rounds Ali Defa now. Rob's having to lift off quite a lot. He's been held up massively by the AlphaTauri. Through Raskas now. Will it be attack now? DRS will be open. DRS is open. Come on, Rob. Use some overtake, mate. No overtake use there for Rob. I think if he did use some, I think that could have helped him a little bit on the overtake. Any up the hill at all? He's close as he's ever been to Ali Defa. But no. Yeah, come on, Rob. Put your big boy pants on. Make a move. You're getting caught by Chubb at a rate of knots, mate. Gap between Jack and Moylan still 6.6 seconds. Avi is in the pits once again. Is that another wing for Avi? No, just a tyre change for Avi. Putting on the hard tyres. So we're going back on board with the battle for fourth. This Rob's having some ERS issues. He's not using any ERS whatsoever, whereas Ali Defa's having to use a little bit. El Stefano has gained the place while GTC is in the pits for a new set of hards. Come on, Robbo. Use your overtake. Make a move. Do something. DRS open. Still no overtake though. Come on, Rob. Use it somewhere. There we go. He's found the overtake button. Is he going to make a move into Casino? No, he had to lift off there. Tightened up at the wrong moment there for Rob. I think Rob should really use these overtake in the tunnel. Doesn't look like Ali Defa's got much to really fight with. Erez is in the pits and he's gone in for a new set of mediums. That'll probably be for a new wing as well. Here we go, Rob. All over the back of Ali Defa. Come on, Rob. No overtake once again. He uses it now though on the exit. Ali Defa does anyway. Rob needs to be a bit brave, I think, to make an overtake. It's 18 laps in. Chubb is in the distance, as you can see there, going around Nouvelle. He is catching up to these guys very, very quickly. 6 seconds the gap between Jack and Wallen now to Ezgi is coming down once again. Rob needs to do something here if he wants to make any places up. It's very difficult. He's said and done around this track. He's now got 100% overtake, and he just can't use it. Problem is, he's not really pushing Ali Difa enough for him to rinse his overtake. He's using it up the hill here, but as it comes round to Casino, you've got to be in the right position. As Jack is in the pits now, Jack is pitting from the lead and onto a set of hards. Elevates Moreland to pole position, winning this race. Jack's gonna come out behind Frenzy in 8th. Obviously, Frenzy has been lapped, so that's where roughly it is on track. But 13 seconds behind Moreland right now. Going back on board once again. But the only battle we got on track really is this battle for 4th. Come on, Rob. The gap between you and Chubb is coming down more and more each lap. It's another second lost there. In through swimming pool. Rob's just trying to find the best place to make the overtake, but he's waiting a bit too long as he's pushing the AlphaTauri around, but he's now been released. Finally been released. He can start pushing. It's not really what he wanted. He really needs to get past Ali Difa and either stay a few more laps to hold up Chubb. But Chubb now 2.3 seconds behind. But it does allow Rob to be able to push a little bit, use some overtake up, and make some ground after all the time he lost behind the the slow AlphaTauri. Adifa comes out behind my Dutch face, quite a way back as well. And there you go, 3 seconds about the gap. Yeah, about 3 seconds. Everyone is really gapped out and spaced at the moment, so we're just trying to jump on board with someone. See, we've not seen really. We've not seen much of Erez. Let's have a look with Erez. Erez on these fresh mediums. He's had a couple of wing changes already, but he's chasing down Frenzy right now for 8th place. Frenzy has got that time penalty, so he has only got to get within 3 seconds. So he's not getting 1.5 seconds to hit to Frenzy to gain that place. But it's still a long way to go. There's 19 laps or 20 laps left in this. We're in the midpoint now, or just over the midpoint. Still only 3 retirements though, so not as many as I would have thought. Obviously, drivers are quite spread out, so it's easier to, keep your composure. Erez is catching the back of Frenzy at a rate of knots now. 3 seconds, 3.1 seconds they get as they go through and exit of the swimming pool section. Jack's the fast lap of the race, 1:12.7. Just shows you what a prime set of hards can do once the track's been bedded in. But we'll wait and see. 10 seconds the gap between him and Moyland. Oh, another penalty there for GDC. That's 6 seconds now, I believe, on his head top. So not much action at the moment, no real fighting. We're just waiting really for this battle between Adifa, Frenzy and Erez to pan out, because they are starting to close in on each other. Yellow flags are waving. Who is that? It's not Jack, it is Chubb. So Chubb had a bit of a spin. I'm not sure if he's got any damage to his car though, but he has cost him a bit of damage as Moreland's into the pits. Moreland now is pitting from the lead onto a set of mediums that will easily get him to the end of this race. Jack is coming round the back straight now and into the lead once again. But how much can Moreland gain with fresh mediums? A couple of back markers are going to get in the way of Moreland's progress there, so hopefully they don't stay there too long. And they get away quickly. There is Frenzy and Ali Difa ahead. Blue flags will be waving, so they want to get out of the way, and Frenzy does, and so does Ali Difa. Very nicely done there, boys. 5-second penalty for GDC for corner cutting. Erez has got past Frenzy. There's a Erez doing a little sneaky manoeuvre and getting past Frenzy while he was letting past Moyland. And now Frenzy lost the place. Erez is on the attack of Aladifa with these fresh mediums. That's a very, very sneaky, sir. So I wonder if Moyland could have pushed his hards for a set of softs maybe. Or will they just starting to fall off? I'm not too sure. He will have very quick tyres at the end of this race. But Jack's tyres will happily go to the end from here. On board at the moment with the Ferrari of Erez. Not sure why the blue flags are being waved. It looks like it's because Avi is approaching the back of Frenzy. And Frenzy had a bit of a spin. Whether there was contact, I'm not entirely sure. Definitely it looked like he lost the rear. But Frenzy's race is going from bad to worse. He's still sitting in 9th though. Still getting 2 points on the board. And Rob is also doing very well in 4th place right now. We're going to stay on board with Erez and Avi as they're battling it out lap for lap. Both on fresh tyres. Easily going to get to the end. But obviously Erez on the faster mediums. Won't last as long, but they'll definitely be a lot faster than Erez's hards. Especially at this stage of the race where Erez... his tyres will be nicely heated up and warm and toasty, whereas Aladifa might need another 1 or 2 laps. But also, Erez's got to keep a mindful eye that Avi is right behind him, his teammates, doesn't want to get in his way. Rob is now into the pits. Rob pitting for the first time, 21 lap old hards, done very well to get them that long, and for a set of mediums. Is he going to get out ahead of Dutch Face though? That is the question. Doesn't look like it is, as Dutch Face is going to pass him now. And into 6th place goes Rob. But he has got these fresh mediums as he lets Moyland through. As Moyland now laps Rob. So very well done there. Here we go. So Erez. Avi seems to have got through them two very easily. So Erez now... got to try and make some moves up on Aladifa. Frenzy's back into the pits. So he did get wing damage there. Looks like... oh no, no wing damage, just a set of mediums. Just another set of mediums for Frenzy. GDC, another penalty for GDC. Where's he getting these penalties from? And there we go. So... El Stefano now might have a playmate for a little while, but I don't think it's going to last for long because Frenzy's on them fresh medium tyres and we'll get him to the end quite happily. Erez still battling out with Aladifa, so we'll stay on this battle for 7th place. He's all over the back of Aladifa. I think Aladifa's getting sick of being attacked at the moment. Everyone seems to be all over the back of Aladifa. But he's doing very well. I'm also keeping an eye on the gap between Rob and Dutch Face. 2 seconds the gap as... GDC is out of the race. He's lost it into the first corner into Sandovo. So that's unfortunate for him. We are now down to 10 drivers. Everyone will be scoring points as long as they finish within 90%. So that is unfortunate for... oh, it's right on the exit of the hairpin as well. So that's a very difficult place to be parked. We saw him earlier in the race struggling with that braking point there. So not surprising that's where he's been. But once again, no safety car. That has now been cleared away. Still watching the battle between Aladifa and Erez for 7th place. Erez with a lot of overtake to use up. Aladifa with just as much, 76% compared to 90%. But Erez is making the move into tunnel. Oh, he's going for the inside line into Nouvelle, which put him on the outside. Aladifa breaks late and gets it stopped in time, which forces Erez to take an unflattering line, and it will keep position for the time being. That's great defence there from the AlphaTauri. 26 laps into this race, and we have seen a lot of overtakes, considering it's Monaco as well, and a lot of attacks. Huge gap between Chubb and Avi. A 1 minute gap between 3rd and 4th now. Somehow, I'm not too sure how that works. But it looks like Avi is actually on the approach to lap Chubb. We know Chubb's come in for a few times for wing damage. The front 3 have had a pretty clean race. I also think there's a penalty there for exceeding track limits. Not sure what he's done there. Rob is also second behind McDutchface, so we'll keep an eye on that. He's now within DRS as well. They're on board with Rob. Is he going to make a move? Not yet. He's a bit too far away from Dutchface. Dutchface is going to be on them old, harder tyres compared to Rob's nice, fresh, toasty mediums. You can see the traction that Rob gets. It's a lot better than a Dutchface. Error's a bit further back than the last lap to Ali Defa. Maybe trying a different tack to try and get past him this time. Bit of a poor exit from Defa, but again the track just seems to disappear away from Erez as he's making the line up for the move. Rob on the attack of Dutchface. Oh, I thought he's been too deep there, but he's alright, he's okay. DRS there, definitely helping him gain up right up to the back of him. Erez lost a lot of ground there to Ali Defa, but has got DRS still, and we'll try again in a few laps time. Rob's got all the work to do now. I think he did run a bit deep into Sandovo as they go around the Grand Casino Hotel. What? The Grand Hotel hairpin, sorry. Grand Hotel hairpin. Oh, yellow flags are waving. That was El Stefano. I think just get out of the way of Jack, I believe. So nothing to really report home to. We're on board with Rob and Dutchface, the battle for 5th place. And also right behind is Avi, who's a lapped car. Sorry, a lapped car is a lead car. So Rob's got to be very careful not to get in his way. But not much places Rob can really give the place up at the moment. Does pull over there on the exit of the swimming pool, and he might be able to use the back of Avi to maybe make a sneaky move past my Dutchface. Dutchface is going to let Avi past here, but that's a very good place. Don't lose much time at all there, really. And this battle will remain for a few more laps. Erez on the back of Ali Defa. It's like a little look into the chicane, but not able to make the move done. But very close on the approach up the hill and round to Casino. The move's going to come sooner or later with these two. I think Erez is in a bit of a groove at the moment and just being held up there by the AlphaTauri. It's got a huge gap between him and Frenzy though, so he's not much to worry about at the moment, but he wants to get past so he can really chase onto the back of Rob and use the tyres he's got. Rob still not able to make the move past my Dutchface. No one's really using a lot of overtake around here. Avi is on the approach to lap Chubb at the moment as well, so keep an eye on that because that will be the top 3 all lapped. Oh, there's a mistake there from Dutchface that could open up the door for Rob, but poor exit out of the funnel chicane has caused Dutchface to keep the position for at least the next lap. But a great exit there from Rob because he's going to get him into Casino. Oh, not really there. Not really. He's had a look down the inside again. He's always looking, Rob. He's desperate to try and get that place over Dutchface. And into the Grand Hotel hairpin. So Rob needs to make sure he gets a great launch at this corner to give him a chance into Nouvelle. Oh, that's not what he wanted. Didn't want to snap there. Did not want to snap there. Friends even a penalty as well, 3 seconds. So Erez, can he do the same thing? Can he avoid the fishtail? Looks like he has a little bit of fishtail there, but it's not too bad. DRS, no DRS, sorry. ERS is being used, but Dutchface to get a penalty. That's going to really help out Rob. Now Rob can kind of relax a little bit. But here we go. Oh, Erez has lost it. Erez got the power too quick and it's caused him to lose his wing. That's a big shame. He was doing so well. He's going to drop down behind Frenzy once he comes into the pits. That's gutting for him. Just got up on the power a bit too early and that was caused him major wing damage. And he has to come in for a brand new wing. We're going back on board with Rob and Dutchface. You can see Dutchface is under a lot of pressure from Rob, which is causing the mistakes causing the corner cutting. And I think it's Rob. Sorry, is Dutch Face even gaining on Chubb? I'm not too sure. They're only Chubb's only on going through tunnel now, while these guys are just entering tunnel. So they're about a tunnel width apart. So there you go. Erez into the pits for a new wing. Frenzy has jumped him for 8th place. El Stefano will be a bit too far away from Erez to make the move past him. Awesome mistake there from Chubb, but Rob's kind of from Dutch Face, but Rob's kind of followed him round. Dutch Face's tyres will be feeling horrid right now, 17 lap old, whereas Rob's in the element at the moment. It's why Rob needs to make this move done. If he wants to make the move done on track, he needs to do it sooner rather than later. As you can see there, he's right on the rear now. Dutch Face is going to use that bit of overtake. And so is Rob, but the DRS not even helping at all as they get onto the brakes. For the first corner, it's gone deep, and Dutch Face has lost the position. Rob done everything brilliantly there. Put him under pressure and has made that move past Dutch Face. As a great move there from Rob, and shame for Dutch Face. As yellow flags are waving, that is a... Oh, it is. It's Chubb. And now Rob is on the back of Chubb. So one mistake there. Look at this. Chubb is under a lot of pressure with... Has he got wing damage as well? I'm not even too sure. I wonder if I've got any data on this. Rob is on the back of him. Chubb is going quite slowly round. I'm not too sure, you know. Not too sure. I have to wait and see. We'll see how he handles the Nouvelle chicane. But Rob now in a great position. He's also behind another driver with old mediums. He's on these fresh mediums. So could Rob gain 4th and get past Chubb? Do the same thing he did to Dutch Face, put him under pressure, cause him to make the mistake. Oh, Rob, be careful. DRS open. Has Chubb got the overtake? He has got 44% overtake compared to Rob's 90% overtake. So Rob is definitely in the driver's seat at the moment, but Dutch Face is into the pits though. That is for a new set of softs and a new wing. So he definitely got damage when he hit the first corner. We're watching the battle now for 4th place. Dutch Face is going to drop down behind Ali D for once again. And potentially he's going to stay. Yeah, he will stay out ahead. And that's a great move there. Great lunge there from Rob. But I'm not unable to make the position stick. Rob is getting very fighty and I love to see it. Rob is all over the back of this. I'm watching this with eager eyes. Come on, Rob, make this move done. DRS, no DRS, no ERS being used at the moment. Chubb is doing all he can to stay ahead of Rob Sim Racer. But Rob is in a prime position. Look at this. Look at the traction he's got compared to Chubb. He can brake so much later. He can get the power so much earlier. Come on, Rob, you got this, my friends. I shouldn't have a favourite, but I want Rob to do well. Literally pushing him around Rasgas. And DRS will be open. Can he make the move? Can he make the move stick? Oh, he's looking to the inside of Sandoval. Not able to do it. He's still going to push though up to Castle. Up to Castle? Up the castle? I'm wrong. That's the wrong country. Up to Casino. Are we going to see another little lunge from Rob? 33 laps into this race. It's actually been a quite exciting Monaco race to watch. Yellow flags are waving. What is that for? Dutch Face? It is for Dutch Face. Not too sure what's happened with Dutch Face. He's got no wing. Dutch Face has got no wing. So his race has gone from bad to worse. We're watching the battle both between Chubb and Rob as they go through tunnel. Chubb is trying to keep ahead, 37% overtake, 40% in the braking, and Rob has got double that now. So Rob is in a prime. He's in a great spot, but he just got to make the move done. Oh, another kiss in the wall there for Chubb. That's going to be boding well for Rob. Chubb hasn't got the gap between him and ID for to come into the pits for a new wing. That's what he's troubling with. But Rob needs to make the move done. It's got to be done on track. There's no penalties for either driver. So it's got to be done on track at the moment. And again, don't overtake. And DRS open into the first corner, but not able to make the move. Too far away. Chubb is using up all the overtake he's got at the moment, but he's still got half of what Rob's got. Elfsfonte's back into the pits. That's probably for wing damage again. Oh, early on the brakes there for Chubb. It causes a bit of a lock up there for Rob. Is that another spin for another? Yeah, it is another spin for a Dutch face. So it really is going from bad to worse now. Back on board though. Dutch face retired. What are you retiring for? You're in 8th. You could have held on. You could have at least kept 9th. Got 2 points on the board. Oh, there we go. Could be missed. Or could have been an opportunistic moment there for Rob as Chubb gets on the power a bit too early. But we're still watching this little battle now. As it looks like is also trying to hold up his teammate. No, he's not. They've stopped places. I thought he was holding up Moreland. Here we go. DRS once again. But again, Chubb using up all the overtake he's got to stay ahead of Rob. Oh, it's very, very close, this race. Very, very close. I want to see what tyre wear is going to be like, though, for these drivers. Let's have a look, see if I can get any telemetry up with my Racing League tools. Oh, bit of a kiss. Bit of a kiss there as Rob gets on the brakes. About the right time, really, but Chubb, where he's on the old tyres, he's broken a bit early. Let's have a look. Tyre wear for 4th place is not coming up with anything. Rob's on 20% overtake. Sorry, 20%, 30% of the tyre wear. Can't talk today. So I've got no data on Chubb. Avi's into the pits. Avi can pit. I think these guys have been lapped. So Avi has got the right to pit and he's going for fastest lap. It's a bit of a risky move though. If he DNFs himself, it could cause these two to be battling out for a podium position rather than a normal 4th and 5th. Has he come out ahead of him? No, he's come up behind them as well. This doesn't bode well. Doesn't bode well at all. So they can't really let him go for it at the moment either. So they've got to kind of carry on going until they get to a place where they can make the blue flag overtake. See, Rob doesn't want to really lose too much ground to Chubb now either. Chubb goes really wide through the hairpin. So Rob doesn't want to lose any grounds. He's going to try and let him go on the exit of the tunnel. He does. Come on, Rob. Oh, come on, be a bit more braver. That's all he tried to do. He tried to catch out Chubb. It didn't work. He just put the brakes on a bit too early. Oh, Rob. You should have went for it, mate. You should have went for it. This is very close racing. I'd love to see it. Makes this Monaco Grand Prix all the more interesting, but those tyres must be feeling rotten for Chubb. I can't. Oh no, it's kissing the wall there. I don't know how his tyres are still going. I wish the game would give me some graphics on the tyres. I'd love to see what tyre Chubb's on. They must be nearly puncture range. 24 lap old hards, they can't be feeling great. Rob's on 13 lap old mediums, also can't be feeling particularly great. But he's still got much more power, speed over Chubb. Moreland's also coming to the pits for fastest lap. So Moreland's also pitting. Seeing Avi, he's decided to go for it as well. Doesn't allow, or does it? It does allow really for where is he on track? No, it wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't allow Jack to come in for a fast lap attempt. By the time Jack crosses the line, it will be the last lap. He's right behind this battle as well. But you're looking at this battle now for fourth place. It's between Chubb and Rob. And it's really, really close. Oh, goes around tries to go around the outside there. Looks to the inside as well. Rob is all over the back. And it's a great opportunity now. Close as ever been. DRS open. Use lot of ERS being used. Chooses the outside line. Oh, bit of a nudge there from Chubb. But both still going. Still got momentum though for Rob as he goes up the hill. But not able to make the move done. It's the last lap as now Jack starts his final lap of the race. But we're watching the battle here for 4th and 5th. But so Moylan's. Chubb needs to defend all he can right now, and Rob needs to do everything he can to make this move in this last lap. Well, they're on the penultimate lap, but yeah, he's got 2 more laps to make this move done. Jack is right behind the battle. So it'll be the second to last time they go around the Nouvelle chicane. Chubb is on 20% overtake compared to Rob's 50. So it's time. It's now or never, really. Come on, Rob, you got this. Jack is right behind the battle, so Rob, do not let him pass. You need to finish. You need to cross the line ahead of him so you can have one more attack of Chubb. Ignore all the blue flags. Jack is very, very close as they go round the Raskas. Blue flags are being waved, but they're going to keep on going. Come on, DRS open. It's a big spin. Oh, he got on the curb. That's such a shame for Rob. He was doing so well. But he will keep his 5th place. He did get lapped as well. That is such a shame for Rob. Chubb did everything he could to defend that and just got on the curb and on the power a bit too quick. And that's going to cause... That will cause a huge spin. Now, on board with Moylan. Can he steal the fastest lap of the race and take that point away from potentially Avi? Crosses the line. Is it going to be fastest lap? It is a 1:11.0 fastest lap of the race. Has Avi got an answer to that to take the fastest lap? So Moylan, Jack wins the race. Moylan's going to come in second with the fastest lap. What can Avi do? Can Avi do anything to respond to that fastest lap? Aldifa comes in 6th. Frenzy in 7th. Erez in 8th. 9th is El Stefano. Waiting now for 2 drivers as Avi comes round for the final time. Has he got fastest lap? Doesn't look like he does. He's doing weaves down the back of the straight. He does not. And Chubb defended brilliantly from Rob and done what he needed to do to stay in 4th. But a hat off to Rob. I think it's the driver of the day performance from him. Once again, fantastic race from him. Come on, Rob, in the chat. It was so gutting for Rob, but Rob slows down as well, Chubb. But Rob, definitely the driver of the day, I think, for me. What is the game going to say, though? Frenzy. Of course it would. Now, my driver of the day, definitely to Rob. Rob did fantastic. Such a shame for Rob. I am gutted. Would it have been a spicy last lap. But there we go. Your winner today is Jack Latest. Your championship leader has extended his gap, and he will take the healthy 25 points here. Moylan comes in second with the fastest lap to regain some points and to clear his gap a little bit with Johnny Stokes, who did not finish this race. Avi is in 3rd. Chubb is in 4th. Rob is in 5th. Aldifa in 6th. Frenzy in 7th. Erez in 8th. El Stefano in 9th. And that will be all your point scorers because Dutch Face, GDC, Johnny Stokes, Super Bounty and Hudzojo all DNF'd from the race. But what a race it was. That was a fantastic race. How many front wings did we have? We had a very expensive weekend for these drivers. Let's have a look how many pit stops. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 front wings for everyone. That's not too bad, actually. I thought it'd be much worse than that. That was, Rob, that was fun. A lot closer than I expected to the final lap. Honestly, Rob, you had the right idea we did with Avi, just to sort of... But I think you hesitated a bit too much and it just caused him to stay ahead. I think that was the right idea, but you should have just kept with it and went for it. I think you would have got him. How he got his tyres that long, I don't know. So well done to Chubb. Well done to all the drivers that finished and the ones that didn't and ones that took part. Everyone involved. Well done. So, before I leave you, let's have a look at next week's race. So, let's have a look. Where's the calendar? Where is the calendar? There it is. So don't forget to join us next week for the Belgian Grand Prix round Spa. If you do want to catch any other F1 commentary, do check out DXT Rob Sim Racer, who will be streaming live on Friday for TTFL. Where are we actually? I'm not sure where we are. TCFL. Let's have a little look. Let's see our attendance. Where the hell are we? Where are we at? Singapore. So yeah, did you want to check out some more F1 commentary? Check out DXT Rob Sim Racer on Twitch, and that will be for the Singapore Grand Prix on Friday for TTFL, the Monaco Grand Prix for GP2, and then obviously on Sunday you do have the GP3, sorry, which also doing the Monaco Grand Prix, and then we're back for next week at Belgium. So thank you all for watching, much appreciated. If you like what you see, hit the follow button if you haven't already. I don't want anyone to subscribe really, just follow is enough. If you are Prime though, you know, you feel free to subscribe to Prime. You get one free every month if you're not aware of it. But do it when you're on stream so I can big it up. So that one by doing it now. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I've been DXT Hobo, and we'll see you next week. Good night.